covered off everything with regards to the review. There was not much more driving that we were going to be able to do. Driving a Lamborghini Miura! Today's video is presented in partnership with Hampson Auctions, one of the UK's leading classic, performance and supercar auction houses. Their next sale takes place on the 8th of March at the magnificent Bolesworth Castle in Cheshire. For your complimentary valuation for sale and entry into one of their auctions, please use the contact details below for a prompt response. When you're driving technical roads and when you're driving technical roads for spirited driving. Now we've got the suspension in hard mode there, and you can tell. So I'm just switching it to soft mode here. I've got a flat, Jacob. That's us. Yeah. So, unfortunately, we've had to pull the car over because we've just hit a pothole, and it wasn't a really aggressive pothole, and it's blown the front right-hand tyre, the front driver's side offside tyre. So we've had to pull the car over. So that's pretty much finished the review, I'm afraid.
Hello, good afternoon. You're through to a customer advisor. How can I help?
I'm after the AA breakdown services, please.
Yeah, if you've got breakdown cover with us at the moment.
Yes, I do. Yeah, from my bank. Yeah, I've had it for a long time.
Okay, yeah, what can we do for you?
We've got a puncture and need the car recovering, please.
Okay, I'll pop you through to breakdown, alright.
Thank you.
Ferrari red in colour, is that right?
That's correct, yes.
What's happened? Is it overheating, loss of power? What's the issue with the vehicle then?
No, it's simpler than that. We hit a slight pothole and it was bad enough to blow the tyre.
How many flat tyres have you got?
Just one, the front offside.
So offside front, does it come with a spare that we can put on for you?
No, it doesn't, no.
Now we'll arrange to recover the vehicle to a safe location.
Thank you for your help. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. No
Cheers.
problem, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So you've just heard that call. I've called the AA and the AA is coming out. Thankfully, I've got AA services, roadside services with my bank, and I've had that for years. So they're coming out. They'll be here within the hour. Just, you know, shit happens, as they say. In all the cars we've reviewed and all the cars we've driven, this is the first time we've ever had a problem, and it's the first time, of course, we've had a flat. It just is what it is. Call the AA, and they're coming out within the hour. They should be here before about 20 past 5. And we'll get the car back to a safe location, back to the owner's house. And I just want to say thanks very much to the owner. The owner's been good as gold and been fantastic. No stress, no issues. And, you know, we get the problem resolved and just need to get the car back to the owner. We pretty much finished the video anyway. And I closed it out on the other camera, so you should have that now. And we just got to get the car back to the owner now. So these things happen, as they say. Everybody's safe, no damage to the car, just the tyre blown out. We've got to take our hat off to the Purosangue, to its warning systems. Yeah, it has a lot of nannies, etc. But to be fair, it told us straight away when the tyre was going down. When the tyre was going down quickly, we managed to pull into this lay-by very quickly. It was very close to where we hit the pothole. So we got in very safe very quickly because the systems warned us. I couldn't feel that the tyre was going down. It told us on the dash. So I pulled in very quickly, got out, and then by the time I got out the car, the tyre was flat. So hats off to the safety system for the Purosangue. It does, these systems do work when you need them.
To go further than 10 miles.
So it's only 10 miles. I thought it was I thought it was unlimited, my coverage. When did it change to 10 miles?
I'm not sure. You'd have to speak to memberships, but on your policy I can see you only have roadside.
Roadside is only 10 miles.
Yeah.
I've been transferred for more distance than 10 miles, I'm sure, before now.
It's just because you're in a dangerous location, we have to recover you. Normally, we would just come out and assess the vehicle first before we do recover you anywhere.
Okay.
So they will take you to the safe location, assess the vehicle, try and repair the puncture. If not, then it would need a recovery. So an update on the flat tyre situation in the Purosangue.
That pretty much sums it up, to be honest, doesn't it?
Well, that says it all. So the owner of the car has been just fantastic. We cannot thank him enough. Been absolutely brilliant. He's a really kind gentleman. Been very, very good of him. He's been kind as anything. My recovery service would only take me a certain distance, so he's managed to organise one of his colleagues to come out and pick us up, and then we're going to get the car back to the owner, and then we'll sort out the replacement of the tyre from there. The positives of this are obviously the negatives are the fact that the roads are just atrocious and it's a pothole and these things happen, etc. But the roads in the UK are absolutely atrocious, so this is very bad from that point of view. The system warned us straight away. We were able to find this lay-by opposite this lady's driveway, and we managed to pull in and keep the car safe, and we've just progressed from there. So we've just got to now move the car because the lady needs to get out. So, yeah.
Loads of space, keep going. Loads of space, keep going. So I can't really show you where we are for obvious reasons, but we've pulled into a woman's driveway who's kindly let us pull in here while the recovery truck comes and gets us. It's been about an hour and a half, 2 hours since this happened, and it's part and parcel of reviewing cars like this, and we've driven a Hurricane Performante, a Hurricane Technica, Ferrari F12, two different 458s on this road. Obviously none of them having as big wheels as these 23s, and we've hit a few different potholes coming down here in those other cars and never had any issues. So, and a Ferrari F8 as well, driven down here, so yeah, it's just these big rims. And to be honest, I was sat in the back filming, and I heard obviously heard and felt the thud, and I knew straight away what it was. And sure enough, about 3 seconds later, the Purosangue threw up a warning sign on the dashboard that I could see from the back even, and it said low tyre pressure, pull over immediately, and that's exactly what we did. I mean, I can literally see where it happened. It was about 100 feet, if that, down the road. So yeah, we're currently pulled the car over into this woman's driveway, and we're waiting for the recovery truck to come and get us from here. And as Dad said, the owner of the car has sent his friend out, who owns a recovery company, to then come and get us from that safe location and take the car back to him. So I can imagine this is going to be quite a long evening. Just straight. So we've arrived to our safe location. We've got a massive open space here that we just use for filming, which you would have seen earlier. Obviously it's now pitch black, and we are now unloading the car for the owner's friend, who owns a transport company, to come and grab us from here. Just had a text from him saying he's less than an hour away, so it really isn't that bad.
Yeah. Right. I'm Richard. This is Jacob, my son. Things right? Yeah.
What do you get, pothole?
It was it wasn't a big pothole either.
No.
It just, well, yeah, just bloody because they're such wide wheels, the pressure of the pothole blew the tyre. Yeah.
The roads are terrible anyway, though, aren't they?
Not bad, really bad. So this is the day after we reviewed the Ferrari Purosangue and after we had the unfortunate blowout. We're just analysing the footage of the actual blowout event, and we can see here in the footage that there's a slot in the road right by the white line, and you can see the right hand wheel. Well, you can't see the right hand wheel, but you can see how it would align with that slot, and this slot is going to catch a lot of other people out. What's actually happened is, or we perceive what's happened is, the tire has gone into that slot, it's run along the slot, got squeezed more and more and more, and at the end we can see there's a bit of a sharp section in that slot. So it's got squeezed, it's got more and more compressed as it's gone through that slot. Obviously this happened very, very quickly. And then the sharp edge of that bit of road at the end has then cut into the tyre, and it's blown the tyre. So in effect, over a very, very, very short period of time, the tyre's gone into that slot, it's got squeezed, and then bang, it's blown. It had no choice but to blow. And we've actually seen the tyre itself, we've analysed the tyre itself, and you can see there's a tear, there's a rip in the sidewall of the tyre where it's just, you know, I mean, that takes a hell of a force for that to blow. So it's got squeezed to such an extreme amount that it's just had no choice but to blow. So that's how it's happened.
And you can actually hear it now. You can hear the thud when it blows.
When you're pushing on, when you're driving technical roads, and when you're driving technical roads for spirited driving. Now, when that happened, obviously I heard it and felt it happen, and I thought, oh, it's just a bad section in the road, because we've had that before. Obviously, you drive roads, we do the sort of mileage that we do, we get that all the time. I've had it in my bath on the way back when I was driving back from the owner of this car. But it's never blown a tyre. It's because it's gone into that slot, and what you hear there, I think, is the actual blowing of the tyre. I don't think, it's not where it's hit the ridge, because it's a ridge, it's not a pothole. It's where the tyre has gone into that ridge, and it's the actual blowing of the tyre you can hear. Because when you look at the tyre, you can see there's a slit, as I said, in the sidewall of the tyre, which has taken extreme pressure to cause that to blow. I mean, this is a Michelin Pilot Sport 4S K1 tyre, you know, on a Ferrari Purosangue. It's not a cheap tyre, you know, it takes an extreme amount of force for a tyre to blow. So what this really shows is the atrocious states that our roads are in. Obviously, this has not been maintained. This is a shocking section, and this is a well-known section of road as well. Other people are going to get caught out by that, and just look on this other side, the other side of the road as well. You've got all these other potholes around there as well. There's going to be a lot of people getting tyre blowouts in the next coming months, because we've just gone through a winter period. We're getting a lot of rain at the moment, and that winter period with the ice expanding the roads, expanding the tarmac, etc., and contracting, etc., you're going to get all these sorts of issues. Yes, we were extremely unfortunate. This is the first time we've ever had an event happen in 6 years of reviewing cars. First time there's ever been an issue. And again, I just must say that the owner has been absolutely exceptional, been very kind, very supportive. Obviously, I'm paying for a new tyre to go on the car. That's how it happened.